Good evening, crewmates. Captain Andy here for some Final Fantasy XIV goodness to help Clayton get through the Final Fantasy XIV storyline from A Realm Reborn up to the ending of Endwalker and beyond. It's been a couple weeks since I've last streamed. I do apologize for that. Last week, actually more than just last week, I was caught up with a pretty nasty bug, which ended up being more of an infection, which lasted longer than I would have liked. I was hoping to be able to stream last weekend, but I'm pretty sure me scrunching my face and me just... I'm pretty sure it would have been hilarious seeing me holler and swearing that entire time. Not pretty sure it would have been hilarious content. I should have done that, but it is what it is. Feeling a lot more better now than I did last week, and we're here to continue having some fun. Got today and tomorrow I'm going to stream, and following that, it's time with the family for that this upcoming weekend, and see what can happen from there. So, without further ado, let's finish off 2.2 through the Maelstrom. Last time we streamed, we went through the majority of the story, went through the 3 dungeons that were available with 2.2, and yeah, let's continue on with the story, shall we? Hope everyone's having a fantastic time so far. Camp Skull Valley. The Gift of Eternity. She doesn't look happy. He looks bored. Thrice dead, fishback bastards. I'll kill him slowly and chase the rotten soul through all 7 hells. There's a Yigiri behind them. Peace, Commander. We're here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to a sole surviving scout, the Sahagan and the Thralls have already begun to amass an Aetheryte in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready. We but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagan have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. But we are not so artless at that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahagan priest presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagan's legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the self-same moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. And likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hope of confusing the Sahagan defensive effort. Clayland and Yerstola, the 2 of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's divergence should serve to thin the enemy defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Thancred and Giddy, your mission is to lure as many Sahagan as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heeds and circle round to join the infiltration unit of Yerstola and Clayland. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady Minfilia as we agreed. Well, don't keep me reading, friends. To battle! Huzzah! When last did we fight side by side, Clayland? Too long ago, I warned. But come, let us away. I don't remember when I actually fought with Y'shtola. I have to go look through the previous videos. I know I fought with Thancred, but Y'shtola? Even the 1.0, I don't think I fought with her. At least not yet. Well, actually, 1.0, yeah. There's that time when you went up against Gaius, and he was actually up against the entire Scions and yourself. At that point, the Scions were much, much more powerful than you were at the time, and you were able to survive being attacked by Gaius and an airship. Cool CGI sequence. I think I showed that earlier. If not, there's a bunch of videos that show that. Back in 1.0, that was actually kind of cool to see. Still is in some ways. Alright, so how far in are we supposed to go? Quite a bit, it seems. The fate kind of messed up where I need to go, so let's just continue. Yeah, I do like the changes they made to this. If I'm being honest, I don't remember Western Lanosha back in the day. I remember being Camp Skull Valley with its own netherite crystal. It's like inside a mountainous area. You have to find a cave to go through. Then the map would actually show just a patch of land where the crystal was and the campsite for that. And from there you'd be able to find more patches, more tunnels to go through more patches, which would bring you over towards Upper Lanosha. Thankfully, the maps are a lot more. That's the word I'm looking for. Linear. Can't say linear. You know where you're going. It points it out for you. You don't have to find any hidden caves, which is cool, by the way. But for some beginning areas, looking for hidden caves in the beginning maps was just, I mean, they did that in Final Fantasy XI, and other games as well have done that. Alright. The heck? How'd you guys get here without that guy's finding you? Storm, Sergeant! To get to the Fishback Aetheryte, you'll need to fight your way through 3 checkpoints in all. No small task for that, but at least you won't have so many drowned pirate curs to worry about. Me and the lads will keep it nice and busy for you. Alright, what's over here then? Anybody over here? No NPCs, just people. Oh, that person, nope. I thought they'd be doing a relic, but they're just level 44. Oh, Chairman. I think the Yokai Watch is happening as well, so I might do that next little bit. But I want to get through 2.2 first. I've been wanting to do that for the last month. Between reasons and more reasons and illness and sickness. Let's just get this done. I don't think I'll be able to get through the main story before Dawn Trail is released. That is unfortunate. Unless I focus solely on that. But I can't do that, no. Oh look, the gates are all closed. Remember, they're always open. The summoning ritual is taking place at the basement Aetheryte deep within. Thither we must go. Obstructing our way is a multitude of checkpoints. It would be well advised to dispatch as many enemies as possible along the way, that we might avoid later interference. Let us take separate routes and merge before the Aetheryte. The better to confuse the enemy sentinels. What if I just fly over? Will that work? Huh. Oh, we'll do that's 2.2 did. We didn't have flying. Let's go through here. Hey, buddy. Alright. Hey, buddy. Let's make it the longest way possible. Yeah. more. Only one checkpoint here. There you go. No defenses. Oh no! Let's destroy all of them. Wanton destruction is good for all. Sick. Oh no, you're still there. Are you okay? Alright. What does Yashtola have to say? Eating! Let's go! Pray do not concern yourself. Twas but a glancing blow. Come, death right is close at hand. Let us press on. Cutscene! Cutscene!
They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Did I miss much? So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency. To the Aetheryte!
You'll forgive me my lateness.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled swordwalkers tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
We were too late.
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What? Such power! It is transcendent!
Seven hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal. Oh, mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Shit, good aim.
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Heavens forfend. Damn it all!
My being ebbs away. But it should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Yeah, he lied.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Yeah, I think this was the update that introduced rogues and ninjas to us. And I think it was 2.3 that allowed us to actually play those classes. Which was a cool update, as you can imagine. The gods of this realm are vengeful beings. Tis of little wonder the Garleans fear their kind so. If we meet Leviathan on the open sea, we put ourselves at the Primal's mercy. We must think of a way to face him on equal terms. Though the mission ended in failure, I take solace in the knowledge that Minfile is unharmed. Had only we arrived but a moment earlier, but there was no time to brood over that which might have been. Leviathan has returned, and we must need to find a way to deal with him. Understand, I speak of no small wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements. If his last attempt is any guide, we cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? The heart of the world. The word plight cries out for action. We must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none. Of that you may be sure. But Leviathan herself would struggle to best the Lord of the world in his element. In a strange fight, he would make meat and match of us. We need another plan. That much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. Yeah, we already destroyed them once. We're just gonna keep coming back again and again and again and again. It's just fun being able to beat them up. Hey, this person's doing the quest too, I think. I should be doing these quests as a lower level character so they get the experience. Eh. It is what it is. Alright, so let's go here. Clubit. Penguaza. Did he bring in the Mog Challenge yet? Again? Mogpinium? Not yet, the second hunt. Alright, here's what it is. Now, I could, technically, take the long way around, but I'm going to take the quick way. Yeah, this is a quick way. 40 gil? I can afford that. I think. Only got 3 or 400,000 or something. I think I can afford 40. 500,000, even better. Alright. That quest there is for the Feast of Famine. I ain't gonna wait till my Fisher, I get double mooch to finish that, because that can just be a right pain to complete. Just go this way. For those that are joining, hope you're having a fantastic time so far. Good evening. So we gotta go here, we gotta go to the command room. Shirata Eldengar. What am I doing? It's quiet and limits a little bit. So what? Where did everybody go? Oh, they're just loading in. Never mind. Let's get out. Never mind. You are expected in the command room. Pray do not keep the Admiral waiting. Yes, let us proceed. Stola? To confront the Lord of the World in its watery domain is far from ideal. Yet he's not like to come to us. Would that he lack the means to strike us from afar? When I saw Leviathan rise from the depths, I cannot well describe what I felt. No words could prepare me for such a sight. Being the observant adventurer that you are, you will doubtless have noticed my daggers work at Sapsa. You know me, Claylan. I like to dabble in a bit of this and a bit of that. The Sahagan Elder claimed to have become eternal, yet he was similarly consumed by Leviathan. What might this imply? Leviathan was hungry? A little bit of sushi?
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Hearthstone, it was called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagan.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystal stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The Primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet. But we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe.
I know that voice actor. I've heard his voice before. I can't remember where. Aside from 14. Anyways.
This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another.
True.
In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed 2 ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slathierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
That look she gave him.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
I still like that outfit. I have my people working triple shifts on the twin vessel. It will take some time yet. Time we may not have. 7 hells, this waiting is liable to drive the lot of us mad. To confront the Lord of the World in his watery domain is far from ideal. It is not like far from ideal, yet he's not like to come to us. What? That he liked means to strike us from fire? He said that before. She said that before. Alright, let's go. Beings held as God also exists in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I've come face to face with the Primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. What is it? You just come barging in? A message, Admiral. I best adjudge that it be delivered at once. I'm listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man appears to claim to have defeated Leviathan. One of the company of heroes? The details are hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I am disinclined to put any store by this claim, and even should it be true, it is as your Stola said. None save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan. We know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on this supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Clayton, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. The man you're looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lor Lenosha. The Storm Private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Huzzah! So if I go off out here to the right, that'll bring me to the middle of Lenosha. I don't want to go there. Alright. So fast way there to go back through the Aetheryte. Or I could take the chocobo, but I don't think there's a chocobo place near there, so let's go through here. Ethernet. Lower Ocean, Tempest. This should bring us exactly where we need to go, or at least in the right area. Oh, there was a chocobo place there. Oh well, at least the chocobo can be a little bit faster, so. Mossless Gugu. Gugu? Gugu? Alright, might be in here. Shake, let's go inside. Oh, this guy again? Hey, look here, you. You'll have your bloody story right after I have you carry these sacks of grain over to the mill. But sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you, and before I mucked up the chocobo stables, and before I rolled that millstone over to the mill, and also before. Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days, and do you hear me complaining? I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. All right. I'll give you what you want. Never let me said that old Trunktum ain't a generous soul. Now pick up your ears, cause I won't be repeating myself. Too honest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting, ye king. The tale of Trunktum's epic victory over the dread primal Leviathan. Now, Leviathan is huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea how big, each of his scales is about as wide across as me members long. And that's no mean feat, let me tell ye. When I fought him, I can barely see for all the brine that he was pelting me with. Must have been a good's worth at least. He even knocked me, trust me, I felt me had at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. What happened next? I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots. But not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let me mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. Mayhap too modest. Now, there's some as say you can never truly beat the Leviathan. That you got to learn to live with them and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company though. Hi, buddy. Still telling tales? It's you! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention is all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm chocobo dung. No, I'm the maggot you find wiggling in chocobo dung. I've lied to women to tumble them, and that don't happen much. Me members tiny. It's pathetic. I sure as hell didn't fight the beaches. Leviathan beaches, but I have seen them with my own eyes. 'Twas a few years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was tricking me dudes one day, lording about the harbor, when I saw it. A great, big, massive sea serpent, some malms off the coast, with with a fleet of gallons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared I saw myself right then and there. What? Oh god, just remember that day made me saw myself all over again. Wait, if you're here asking about Leviathan, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't you? Well, take care. He really is terrible. Dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Uh-huh. Why, you worthless lying horse son. I can't believe you had me handling chocobo dung. Phelan, this is Minfilia. Were you able to learn aught of use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon. Leviathan? I see. That is unfortunate. Yeah. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Morby dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you're able. Tell you what, I'll be nice. I'll play you against you a game of cards. You got guts to challenge Trackdom, undisputed champion of the swimmers pool. Very well, I give you a match what minstrels will sing of. Already have his cards, so I just challenge him once to beat him. Let's go with my recommended deck. Ooh. Feisty. In that case, I shall protect myself here. Let's protect this card here. Wait, when? Doubtless, you could tell, but I went easy on you. Wouldn't be seemly for the undisputed champion of this swimmers pool to go all out against a hapless adventurer. Bye, buddy. Alright, let's continue on, shall we? I got this card already, do I? Yeah. Morby dry docks. I guess we're going to be making our way to Leviathan. I'm curious if the chocobo here can actually bring us all the way to Morby dry docks. One way to find out. I'm curious what route it will take. Probably just the most direct route. Maybe you can give us like a chunk that goes on water, just make your way there that way. Oh well, it is what it is. It's Phoenix! And I forget. I like one of the rolls you get from Stormblood. That looks like Ninetales, actually. And we got a sunrise happening. No better way to fight Leviathan than in the morning sun. Alright, let us continue on. Leviathan time soon. To complete the twin vessels so short a time, and with limited materials, the people of Naldic and Vanellis have what an admirer in me. When First Master Enzar proposed the twin vessel, I must confess I had my doubts. Only now that the World Eater is complete do I see the elegance of this solution. Einzar. Would that we had armed ourselves with more knowledge beforehand. Well, it cannot be helped now. It cannot now be helped. I take comfort in the fact that you had faced worse odds in the past, and have ever prevailed. You will do so again, of that I have no doubt. It will require no small amount of helmsmanship to tow the World Eater. I dare say delivering you safely to Leviathan will be a battle in itself. In order to build the World Eater, we had to decommission 2 perfectly salvageable, serviceable galleons. Suffice to say, their captains weren't best pleased with the notion. But when I offered them the chance to keep their ships and face Leviathan in our stead, they magnanimously withdrew the complaints. We must make all sacrifices for the greater good, they said. Alright, you, Einzar? Slafferson. I am told your jaunt to the Great Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lass. I wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the World Eater, I call her, is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I'm not one to tempt fate. The World Eater and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word, and we shall bear you to Leviathan. Lord of the world. I know that look. You are ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the World Eater may not be pretty, but I assure you she's capable. She has been fitted with what our friends at Naldic and Vanellis are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of the corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of its hold over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. It is expected that the Sahagan and the Thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Thancred and Yustola, I would have you assist in this effort. If it is to fulfill its purpose, your diversionary force must not want for numbers. By your leave, I too would volunteer my blade. We would welcome it. Having seen you fight in Sapsa, I dare say the fistbacks will find your presence highly diverting. Thank you, Yustola, if you would join the 3rd Levy and Lady Ugidi the 5th. But what words have I for the woman who has made a sport of slaying gods? Only these. Go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I would echo the Admiral's sentiments and add a few words of mine own. know that we all have the utmost faith in you. May the crystal bless and keep you. Accept. World Eater. Alright. Let's go to our wheel board. Job wheel. And let's see what kind of fun we can have for ourselves. What job should we do this today? Hey, for those that are doing Ricapola, how's it going today? Hope you're having a fantastic time so far. Alright, before I actually look this further, let's go here. Let's shuffle our job wheel. And 3, 2. Oh, why does it keep giving me Scholar? Why, game? Okay, fine. I'll do this as Scholar. On the bright side, we'll get in quite quickly usually. Scholar. Alright, summon Eos. I know I can easily just go in and solo with Paladin, probably beat it solo, but alright, let's go. The World Eater. Join. Wait time 6 minutes, okay. Yeah, I'm making these guys wait. Barrier, yes, around him? Yeah, that's perfect fighting. Taking the tail? I guess I'm taking the tail. fine. I'll attack the tail. Fine. That fast, guys. Oh, this is normal, not Woo, 3 columns for tanking the tail half the fight. Thanks, guys. Let's go back to here. Paladin. Do I automatically get the extreme for this as well, or no? No. Back to the command room. Okay. I'm seriously doing that as Paladin. It's a fun fight. When you play on the expert version of this, for those I've done that, the difference between this and expert, aside from it being a little bit harder, is there are no, after he does tidal wave, the rails on the side are gone. So when he hits the end of a barge and you slide to the other side, there is, if you do not get far enough away, you will fall off. And back in 1.0, if you fell off for the end of the fight. As in, well, you fell off the ship, you're dead. Yeah, now I think if you fall off the ship, they just plop you back in the middle of the stage to get raised again. It used to not be like that. Similar with Titan. If you got knocked off the edge, you fell down to the bottom. You stayed at the bottom until either the fight was won or everyone died. So you have to learn how to just avoid things. Or how to proper place it, in other words. They eventually changed that to what it is now, where you can still die, but you can get raised again if you fall off a cliff or fall into the bottom of the sea. Life is good. Let's go to Upper Lenosha. Sorry, the upper decks. And that was Leviathan normal. Let's take the elevator today. knowing the urgency of your business, I thought it best to refrain from making conversation during your past few visits. But today, I will permit myself a few words. I feel truly privileged to have had the honor of admitting a hero such as you. You're an inspiration to us all, madame. And on that note, the Admiral awaits you in the command room. Wink. Oh, just only walking? Okay, I must have pressed a button then. So often you achieve the impossible feat that I fear my words of congratulations will begin to sound repetitive, if indeed they are not already. With that in mind, I shall only say that I'm glad of your safe return. Another notch on the old belt, is it? Well done, my friend. Right, God, I dare say I would tremble at your summoning. That such beings can be defeated runs contrary to all that I know. Whence comes your strength and sense of purpose? My congratulations, Claylan. This victory will serve to quiet the Tahagan, for a time at least. A number of things did not go exactly to plan, I will admit. Leviathan denied us the luxury of ramming him, for one. But let's not quibble over the manner of the victory, eh? If Limsa is safe and we're all undrowned, I conclude that has been a good day. Now go and bask in the Admiral's gratitude, will you? I dare say you have earned the rank.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks. 'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Tongue-in-cheek.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Minfilia, please!
Get roasted.
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Moderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment. But if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'ashtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course, then. But know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
met the fraternity. What's this? Huh. The Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have it in my keeping a letter of introduction for Lady Ugidi. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier of smaller fishing vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Hurian man there, and present the letter to him. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before we go, I'm obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity to which you should be introduced abide in the shadows of Leviathan society. We value their independence more highly than pirates, and are united by bonds stronger than Mikado. To it, we are invariably wary of new faces. Though it be penned by the Admiral herself, mere words on parchment will get you only so far into their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust we place in you. But here's the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned man. Oh, and good luck. I have no I don't have any of this search right. I might have to give that to my retainers. More like I will give it to my retainers. Amelia Sakanata. Inconspicuous man. Got business with me, adventurer. A letter penned by Admiral Merwib introducing Ugidi of Doma to the members of Limsa Lominsa's as yet named secret fraternity. So you're the woman the Admiral sent word of. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse of Thancred too. Been a while since I saw his shite-eaten grin. But with all the doe-eyed wenches about, I expect he's got his hands full. Ah, and you must be the Far Easterner what Merlo says wants to train with us. Welcome to Limsa, milady. I'm Ugidi of Doma. It's an honor to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when I first learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions as to the nature of your membership. It would seem I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that, lass. Limsa is a city of pirates, to be sure, and pirates don't give two farts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. It might be as my people and I keep to the shadows, and we've got nothing to be ashamed of. It's simply better for business that we remain unseen. And so you develop fighting techniques suited to that purpose. I see. Know that the practitioners of my art, too, are denizens of shadow. 'Tis in stealth that our strength lies. There's much we might learn from one another, I think. Then what in the seven hells are we waiting for? If you come with us, you Gary of do what's it? We can get acquainted in more private surrounds. That didn't come out right, did it? Lady Clayland, I shall remain with these people for a time, that I might study their ways. Though I'm loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the knowledge that thee are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us Domans. No word would suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Eorgia. When that time comes, it will be my honor to welcome you as a student. I think just we all thought that we'd be having Ugidi as our teacher, trainer for Rogue and Ninja. Ended up it was someone else. But that's still cool. Wouldn't be the first time they trolled us with something like this. Like in Final Fantasy XI. When Wings of the Goddess came out, they were saying that it was going to be time travel adventure, pretty much everyone, including my entire Link, so probably the entire server, thought that they're going to introduce Time Mage. They did not even mention Time Mage. That was all something we all constructed. And instead of Time Mage, they gave us Dancer and Scholar. Yeah. We got trolled. We trolled ourselves hard. Good times. Good times. Course, been ages since Thanker up and left the sisters. What I wouldn't give to run with the old scoundrel again. Just like back in the old days. Shadowy woman? Far Eastern combat art, eh? I must say, my curiosity is fairly piqued. Much and more has occurred since first I beheld the Orzia from the galleon's deck. Suffice it to say, I did not envisage being invited to play a part in a noble struggle. But forgive me, I've kept you over long. Doubtless you have pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this land. When next you meet Lady Minfilia, pray relate to her my humblest thanks. Would that I can do so in person, but I need to fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, warrior of light. Let's go to... Now before I head off to the Rising Stones, I'm going to make for the Awakened Sands to unlock Leviathan Extreme. Try and get that pony. Each primal in a realm reborn has a chance of giving you a pony. So far I've gotten 3 of the 6. Here? Yeah. It's actually 7 points. We only need 6, I think, to get the secret mount at the end. Let's go to Awakened Sands to at least unlock that. I'm just going to skip the cutscene for this. This is the fastest way to get there from where I was at the time. If it eventually loads, there we go. I suppose I have all these. Don't really need this, I guess. Huh. Neat. If I can get this here or after I finish off the storyline for this. We'll find out soon. I also don't know if it's Urianji or someone else that gives me the extreme. I guess we gotta finish off this. Alright, so go to Rising Stones, I suppose. Alright, it is what it is. More Dona. Here we go. Hey, people are different around here. Let's see what they have to tell us. Start with your stool. History is our friend, young one. The answers to the problems of the present are often to be found within the past. We but need seek them out. Koharu. What if you want to solve a problem that's already happened? Like the Garlands destroying Doma. Play cards with them. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Rising Stones. With your cooperation, we hope to grow rich and transform this place into piling gold. Oh, Clayton, forgive me, but I must see to the Doman's needs. The Rising Stones. What a peculiar name for a sanctuary. Dewade? In my native land, there exist individuals not unlike these adventurers. Yet without a master to serve, how does one know the path that one must walk? An adventurer bends not to authority, but lives and acts according to his own beliefs. He is the master of his own destiny. I've been tasked with helping out in the kitchen. Once I have grown accustomed to my duties, I hope to treat our host to traditional Doman cuisine. Philemon. You do flatter me, dear, and I do believe you have a bit too much to drink. You have had a bit too much to drink. Some 15 years ago, I missed and it took me to Old Da. 'Twas then that I first chanced to gaze upon your beauty. I was utterly transfixed. I dared not blink lest I deprive myself of even a split second of your radiance. He may have been drinking a little bit. What in the seven hells are you doing up there? Get down here before you fall and break your neck. Don't mind Papa Limo. He's making a fuss over nothing as usual. Your sense of balance is amazing for a boy his age. Wonder how he got so good. You think this is impressive? In Doma, we train to run in the treetops. Some of the Domans want to learn how to fight, and it's fallen to me to oversee their training. First, I need to find suitable equipment for everyone. Looks like you have 3 pieces of armor, 6 swords, and it looks like that's it. Oh, we have more stuff here. 2 more pieces of armor, some shields it looks like. 6 shields. More armor. I suppose you can take the shield off the training dummies, if need be. Alright, let's continue on into here.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul. But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan.
Wouldn't that have made Leviathan immortal too at that point?
And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale. Yet recent events have given me cause to wonder. Could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time.
She seems so angry when she's explaining this.
For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long. Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
It is done, my lord.
Telegi's manservant.
I... Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Alright, folks. At this instance, I'm going to call it for the night. It's, it's been a long evening, but I'm getting old. As I mentioned, I was sick all of last week. I'm still not feeling the best right now. But I was glad able to finish off 2.2 through the Maelstrom. The only thing left from this would possibly be doing Leviathan Extreme, which I will do next time, or I might just do it in the off-stream. And staying that, we are going to continue doing this during my next stream. 2.3, Defenders of Eorzea. With that, we're also going to show the 3 dungeons that came with that, which are back here. What did I do last time? which are going to be Hullbreaker Isle, Tamter Deepcroft Hard. This is interesting. I should have kept the story for that. I'm going to show the storyline for this because this one's actually interesting. And followed by the Stone Vigil Hard. Yeah, I'm going to show the story for Tamter Deepcroft when we get to that. Maybe I should do this one first. We'll see. Because this actually ties into a story from early on, like early game. And it actually ties into the Palace of the Dead. Which is another event, which can only access it via South Shroud. But that is for another time. At this time, I'm going to get some sleep. Early work comes early. So for those that joined, I thank you for joining. If you like what you've seen, click on like, click on follow. Be updated on future events that occur. And who should we raid today? Most people I know. Captain Odin. Raid him again, shall we? Alright. So once again, thank you for joining. You all take care. I'll see you next time. It's probably going to be tomorrow. And see where we go from there. Have a good night, folks.